Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Pottstown, Pennsylvania, and the reason why we are in Pottstown, Pennsylvania today is to take a look at something pretty awesome. I've actually been granted special access. I've been invited out here to show you guys something really cool that I am really excited about. We're actually here at the Sunnybrook Ballroom, built in 1931. This is the largest and oldest ballroom still in operation east of the Mississippi, and the third largest and oldest ballroom in all of the United States still in operation. This is actually really awesome. Like I said, we've been granted special access to go inside and take a look at the actual ballroom itself and some history of the ballroom. However, this did not actually start out as a ballroom. This started out as a swim club in 1926. And what's really neat is the swimming pool is actually still here, or at least the remains of the swimming pool are still here. Of course, it has been filled in over time, but this right here was where the swimming pool, the 1926 swimming pool, used to be. And that is so awesome that the remains of it are still actually here to this day. It was a really weird design for a swimming pool though. I saw photos of it. What's weird about it is, as you know, most swimming pools have a deep end and a shallow end. Not really this one. This one was kind of bizarre in the fact that it had a shallow end that ran all the way around the perimeter of the pool. And then in the very middle was a 15-foot deep end. Really weird, really bizarre, strange the way this pool was actually set up and designed. It was really bizarre. And I was seeing photos of it, and right here, right in the middle was the 15-foot deep end. There was actually these big diving boards on these big like platforms, as opposed to what you would normally see in a pool, diving boards on the ends of the pool. Not this one. This one had these platforms set up in the middle of the actual pool itself with diving boards coming off them. You had to swim out to them, climb up these platforms, dive off into the 15-foot deep end that was right here in the middle of the actual pool. If this was 1926 and we were standing on the ground, we'd be 15 feet underwater right now. Really awesome that the remains of the swimming pool do still exist. That is awesome. Now, of course, again, it has been filled in. They do weddings and other events out here, but so awesome. You can actually get married in an old 1926 swimming pool. That is just too cool. Look at this. Look at the old concrete wall. Who knew what this thing over here was? I mean, that's stone work there. That is 1926 work right there. Who knows? Maybe a fountain or something came out of there. So awesome. So cool. So I had to show this off to you guys. I mean, it's a 1926, remains of a 1926 swimming pool. But we're actually going to go inside now and take a look at the actual ballroom itself, which is really neat. And I do have some history with this ballroom, as when I was a kid, they used to do home shows here. And if you do not know what a home show is where they set up things like new doors and new siding and new roofs and stuff like that. If you're looking to get something done to your house and you're a company who provides that kind of service, you would set up here and people would come out here, see what you do, see your business, take a look at your products, and they could buy them or take your business card and then call you up and whatnot. I used to love coming out to the home show when I was a kid, because all these places would give out free swag. You would get a bag when you walked in, and all these places would hand out their company's pencils, or a ruler with a company name on it, or some like a little squishy stress ball with the company's name on it, or just any kind of weird, bizarre tchotchkes. And as an 8-year-old kid or whatever it was when I came out here, that was the coolest thing to have to get a bag when you first walked into the home show and come walking out with all kinds of weird, bizarre, strange swag. My dad would bring us here. He would obviously come to take a look at all the different companies and whatnot and see what he might want for his house, for the house I'm actually living in now to this day. So who knows, maybe some of the things inside my house were actually because of this home show. You never know. But anyway, as a kid, getting this swag was pretty neat. And then as a teenager, I was back out here for my prom. Actually, I went to 6 proms actually, because I'm just that popular. But 3 of the proms I went to were right here inside the ballroom. Of course, I went to my junior and my senior prom here. And then when I was a sophomore? When I was a sophomore, I was actually invited by a senior to the prom. And that was my first ever prom. It was probably my best prom I ever went to. I was not really a big fan of proms. I kind of stuck around. I think my junior prom, I stuck around maybe, I don't know, an hour or so after dinner. And then my senior prom, I don't even think we made it to dinner. I think we came here saw some friends, and then just left. I was not really a big prom guy, but the first prom I ever went to, again, as a sophomore with a senior, which was pretty awesome at the time. I kind of felt like a big man on campus at that moment. It was pretty neat. I did stick around for that entire prom. That was really, really awesome. So my proms were held here. Again, home shows were done here. And now it's being turned back into an amazing ballroom where they do all kinds of events out here. They do everything from bingo to big bands that come back out here and play. They have a comedy club here, so they have all kinds of comedians come out here. They do country line dancing. Apparently that is a really, really big thing here, country line dancing. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. And again, we're gonna go inside. We're gonna actually take a look at this 1931 ballroom. The reason this ballroom was actually built was because the owner of the swim club during the Great Depression, he wanted something for his employees to have to do during the Great Depression. So he built the ballroom, and very quickly it grew and grew and grew into one of the biggest ballrooms in the area, one of the most prominent ballrooms in the area where all the big bands wanted to come out and actually play and see. And I mean, it's so awesome that this history still actually exists to this day. And I'm gonna show you guys what the old swimming pool used to look like. It's right here, look at this. So again, this was the actual shallow end right here. And that's the deep end, the 15-foot deep end right there. What a bizarre, weird, strange setup for a swimming pool, but also really, really cool and just interesting setup for a swimming pool. So we'll actually go into the actual ballroom right now. Look at this. This is too cool. Again, 1931. I feel like I have to be quiet. The acoustics in here are so good. The actual owner was telling me that if they're doing a show, don't stand in the back of the ballroom and whisper to your friends about what's going on, because you'll be able to hear everything that's happening right here. You can hear up front because the acoustics in here are so well designed. I mean, this place was built before the days of speakers. He was even saying that he has these speakers set up, but he doesn't really use them. He uses a couple of speakers up front, and that is it. You don't need to use speakers in here because the acoustics are built so perfectly that you can hear everything going on up on that stage from all the way here and back, just like you're standing right there in the front of the stage. So again, if you're having a conversation, you think nobody can hear us talk, we're in the back of the ballroom, I guarantee you everybody up front can hear every single thing you're saying. This is also really cool. There's a pipe organ here. They actually turned it on for me earlier. It's really, really neat. Look at this thing. I believe they said the name of this pipe organ was Ursula as well, which is really cool. I like, again, as a Disney fan, thinking of Ursula the Sea Witch. That is so cool. This old pipe organ right here. It still actually works. Look at this thing. How awesome is that? Up there are where the actual pipes are, and this thing does actually control all the different drums and the horns and all the different instruments up there. This would be so cool to see actually working and running and playing. And again, it does actually still work. It does still run. Apparently somebody actually came out here. They were saying that they did a little Facebook post of this, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like the next day, this old man shows up, apparently dressed in a full suit and whatnot, and he had no appointment. They had no idea why this old man was here. And the owner comes out, he said, can I help you? And apparently the guy goes, I'm here to play Ursula. And he came in and he started playing this thing, which is really, really awesome. We're gonna have to get back out here. I'm gonna talk to the owner. When the next time they're playing this thing, I'm bringing you guys back out here to actually take a look at that, because that is just too cool. So again, this is the actual 1931 ballroom. So many big bands played here. I mean, we're talking like Benny Goodman and all kinds of awesome 1930s, 40s, and 50s bands played here. This place was one of the most popular ballrooms in the area, in the greater Philadelphia area, and so many amazing bands. Glenn Miller played here. Look at this. We're actually gonna go behind the stage right now because I have some really cool things I wanna show you back there. Again, we've been granted special access to do this. Look at this, old 1931, probably 1931 wood. I don't know, it could have been replaced, but look at this back here. Again, just talking, I can immediately hear my voice is different. The acoustics in here are just set up so perfectly. And to think that I'm standing right now where all these amazing big bands once played, so many amazing stars, so many amazing musicians from the 1930s and 40s and 50s. They stood right here and played for just thousands of people out there enjoying their show. Crazy to think. What's even crazier though is back here, as you can see, there are all kinds of signatures all over the walls. Some of these dating back to the 1930s. There are signatures from big bands who played here. Some of these are really, really old. It's gonna be very difficult to show you guys because it is kind of dark back here, but I assure you, these walls are completely filled with signatures, some of them being newer signatures. Apparently the owner is continuing the tradition. So anytime a big band does play out here, or a comedian plays out here, or anybody who plays the stage, he has them sign the wall. So the tradition does continue. So some of these are newer signatures, but some of these date back to the 1930s. I mean, up there, I'm seeing all kinds, like the Glenn Miller Orchestra. That one says 1987, so that one's not that old, but again, some super old signatures. How did they even get up there? Look at that. I don't even know how they got up there to sign anything. I kind of wish I would have known these signatures were here when I was actually out here at my prom. I probably would have snuck, I shouldn't say probably, guarantee my friends and I would have snuck backstage. We would have signed the walls. Because actually I was noticing we had a flashlight back here earlier, because again, it's very dark, very difficult to see a lot of these signatures, unfortunately. We were back here with a flashlight, and some of the signatures were actually from different classes. Some of them said like class of 70 whatever. I was like, that'd be so cool had I been here for my junior senior prom, and I came back here and I autographed the wall. That would have been awesome. So many amazing signatures. I mean, this is history right here. These are very historical signatures. Again, like I said, dating back to the 1930s, so many big bands and so many famous people who played the stage, and then afterwards it came back here and actually autographed and signed the walls. That is too cool. And the fact that I get to come back here and show this to you guys is really neat. It's so awesome this place is being brought back. I mean, the fact that this place is once again playing bands, and there's new comedy shows that happen out here, and all kinds of other bands that play out here. It's really neat this place still survives. I mean, this place could have been torn down. It could have been just leveled to the point where, obviously a lot of these places, unfortunately, they fall victim to just time where upkeep isn't done on them. Nobody cares about these places anymore. And over time, they just fall into disrepair. And maybe a couple people try to come out and fix the place up, but it's just too expensive. It doesn't happen. And then next thing you know, these places are completely bulldozed to the ground. But the fact that this place still remains, that a new owner came out, he's like, no, we're going to revive this place. We're going to bring this place back to its heyday. We're going to bring bands out here. We're going to bring comedians out here. We're going to do line dance. We're going to do bingo nights. We're going to do all kinds of interesting events out here. It's just so incredibly cool. It's history saved, because not only is this building historical, I mean, again, you got the amazing signatures here. There's so much history in this building. And even history with me as well, coming out here as a kid to the home shows, and then coming out here for 3 different proms. So awesome, so cool. We actually, I don't know how you open these. I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like from the, we can go, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a comedy bit. We can actually go out here to the stage and take a look. Look at this. Look at that. How many amazing big bands, famous artists, famous musicians were standing right here, probably right here, center stage, with a microphone, singing, playing guitar, conducting the orchestra, whatever it was they were doing, playing right here, to thousands of people out here enjoying the music, dancing, having a great time. Or when I was here as a junior and a senior and a sophomore, there was a DJ up here on stage cranking out all the fun tunes from the late 90s, early 2000s. We were all out here eating our dinner, dancing to the music. So awesome, so cool. So one last thing I actually want to show you guys really quick. A little bit more history. And I'm loving it out here. I'm so happy that they actually invited me out here to show this off to you guys, because it is just so incredibly cool. As a history lover, as somebody who just loves this kind of stuff, I mean, is somebody actually going to play I don't know if they're actually playing the orchestra or not. We might actually get a demonstration of the actual, did I say orchestra, the actual organ. We might actually get a demonstration of the organ. Maybe. Will you be playing the organ? I will be. Oh yeah, when will you be doing that? Oh, are you able to play it quickly? Just like a little. Yeah. Do you want me to turn it on? We might actually get a quick demonstration of the actual organ. This is going to be really cool. We're gonna hang out for a second, because if we can actually just get a quick demonstration, that'd be so amazing. The actual blower is down here. They were showing it to me. It's this huge, ridiculous, looks like a giant vacuum. I can actually hear it. He just turned it on. to show off the blower for the organ. Look at this thing. Look at that. It's like a huge, gigantic fan just blowing air up there. It sounds like a jet engine right now. That is crazy. So that's what actually provides the actual air for the, oh, they're playing it. It's what provides the air for the actual pipes. And then when they play, obviously, here we go, look at this. You can actually hear the air flowing through the pipes up there. I was not expecting this at all. This is really cool. This is an extra added bonus. Oh. This is so neat. I'm like, my mind's blown right now that we're actually gonna get to see this and hear this and witness this. This is so cool. Actually playing in Chuck Taylor's. That's how I would play the pipe organ as well. Guys, that is so amazing. I want to show you guys one last thing. I'm hoping it's still playing when we come back in, but I want to show you guys one last thing here. This is really awesome. So they actually have old posters from the days when actually the bands were playing out here. Look at this. Ralph, was it Martiri? Is that how you say that? And his famous orchestra. Ray Anthony, Tommy Tucker and his orchestra. There's Jimmy Dorsey. Look at that. Dick Clark in person. Duke Ellington. All these amazing artists actually played out here, and they still have the old posters for them. Like Sunnybrook, Saturday, Glenn Miller Orchestra, Ray McKinley was here, Guy Lombardo. I mean, this is just so cool. Ronald Reagan apparently had his he was on tour for when he was campaigning. He actually had a dinner here. It was really, really cool. So again, so much history in this place. Built in 1931, still going to this day. All kinds of amazing events happening out here. And as you see, the pipe organ is still working, still running. That is just so cool. I just completely made this video just the most amazing thing ever. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. If you've ever been out here to the Sunnybrook Ballroom here in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, leave comments down below. Let me know your memories of this place. Were you like me? Did you come out here maybe possibly for home shows as a kid, and then later on as a teenager came out here for your proms? Maybe you're old enough to actually remember bands playing out here, maybe big bands playing here. Again, leave comments down below. I want to hear your stories on the Sunnybrook Ballroom. Did you swim here? Did you listen to big bands here? Did you go to proms here? Did you go to home shows? What did you do here? And do you still come out here today? Because a lot of people still to this day now come out here for all the different comedy events, the bands that play out here, again, the line dancing they do out here, the bingo nights they do out here, all the different events they do out here. So awesome, so cool. I'll put a link down below to the Sunnybrook Ballroom's website so you can see what the upcoming shows are going to be. I'm definitely going to bring you guys back out here again. I'm going to talk to the owner. We got to come back out here again for a show, whether it's a comedy show. Honestly, I mean, as much as I want to see a comedy show here, because they do get some really big, they get big names to play here. I'm not talking no-name comedians. I mean, they do have open mic nights, but they actually have big, popular, very famous comedians come out here and play the ballroom, which is really awesome. But I want to come out here maybe when a big band's playing. How cool would that be to see an old school, like 1940s, 30s style big band actually playing here? That'd be so awesome. So cool. I can still hear the pipe organ playing inside. That is too neat. I'm so glad we got to witness that. That was the coolest thing ever. I was not expecting to actually get to hear the pipe organ running today. I mean, he had turned it on for me, and that was about it. And then to actually have somebody out here playing it is so cool. So, all right, guys, like I said, leave your comments down below. Let me know if you have any history with the Sunnybrook Ballroom. I want to hear your stories. But all right, guys, that is it for the 1926 Sunnybrook Swim Club and then the 1931 Sunnybrook Ballroom. So awesome, so cool. Really neat that it's still in operation today. So happy somebody decided to buy this place, keep this place up and running, still bring bands out here, still bring events out here, still bring people out here to enjoy this piece of history sitting right here in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. All right, guys, so that's it. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro Rest Stop t-shirts, proceeds, both from Patreon and from Spreadshirt. Go to help supporting the show and keeping the show going. So I really do appreciate it. All right, guys, should we go? Well, like I always say, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you in tomorrow's video. Really quickly though, we're gonna go hear the organ play one more time. That is too cool. I gotta end the video with the organ. Look at the old ticket window here. I didn't even see that. That is awesome. All right, one last sound of the actual organ. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys do subscribe or you are subscribed, then I will see you in tomorrow's video. Kind of freaking out right now. All right, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.